The unfolding situation in Jerusalem today presents a scene that is both staggering and historic, with the destruction of 20 Israeli military posts following a missile strike attributed to Qatari forces, a development that has changed the landscape of the city and the region dramatically. As one surveys the impact, the sheer scale of the attack becomes apparent, as structures once considered fortified and secure now lie in ruins, scattered across the military perimeter and within areas designed to serve as nerve centers of command and control. The intensity of the missile barrage left marks of devastation that can be recognized not only in the twisted steel and collapsed concrete, but also in the silence of bases that once operated at full capacity, coordinating defense strategies and overseeing troop deployments throughout the area. A closer look at the conditions reveals how precision-guided weaponry altered the balance of the battlefield. Qatari missiles were not randomly launched. They were strategically aimed at disabling critical functions of the Israeli military apparatus in Jerusalem. Command outposts, radar installations, and logistical hubs formed part of the primary targets, each one carefully chosen for maximum effect. In performance terms, the missiles showcased not only destructive power, but also advanced navigational accuracy, striking with calculated timing that overwhelmed local air defense systems. From a technical perspective, these weapons highlighted a capability that combined speed, stealth, and payload efficiency, making them formidable tools in modern asymmetric warfare. For an observer trying to understand how a regional actor like Qatar could cause such profound disruption, the key lies in these performance elements that blended military science with tactical application. Design elements of the strike are equally worth noting. The architecture of the Israeli military posts once displayed a robust combination of reinforced barriers, electronic surveillance, and compartmentalized operations that gave an impression of near invulnerability. However, the current condition shows how vulnerabilities, when exposed through advanced missile trajectories and electronic interference, can lead to rapid collapse. The visual evidence of shattered bunkers, disabled radar arrays, and obliterated storage depots underscores how layered defenses failed under concentrated firepower. These images are striking in contrast, revealing both the ambition behind Israel's military engineering and the unexpected fragility exposed in moments of intense pressure. In essence, the design philosophy of defense through static fortification was challenged and, in this case, decisively overcome beyond the technicalities. The unique selling points of this event for both military analysts and the general public revolve around the shock factor and the regional implications. For analysts, this represents a case study in how small nations with advanced technology or access to cutting-edge systems can challenge larger military powers, reshaping traditional understandings of dominance. For the public, the scenes from Jerusalem today carry emotional weight, blending the imagery of a city central to religious and cultural identity with the stark reality of modern warfare playing out in its midst. The destruction of 20 posts is not just a statistic, it is a visual narrative that tells of disruption, vulnerability, and a shift in the perception of security. Each destroyed installation carried unique functions. Some served as communication nodes, linking troops across territories with real-time data. Others housed mechanized units, weapons depots, and rapid deployment teams. Their elimination means not just a physical loss, but a rupture in operational continuity, something that reverberates far beyond the walls of the destroyed compounds. Observers note how the city's landscape has shifted, with smoke plumes rising from sites that once symbolized control, now serving as markers of defeat. The destruction has also disrupted local civilian life, as the shockwaves of explosions reverberated across neighborhoods, shattering windows, damaging infrastructure, and creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty from a broader perspective. This strike underscores the growing importance of missile warfare in the modern Middle East. Traditional ground invasions and prolonged battles are increasingly being replaced with short, decisive high-tech assaults designed to disable rather than occupy. In this case, the destruction of 20 posts with a single, coordinated offensive demonstrates how strategic surprise, when combined with technological superiority, can rewrite the dynamics of a conflict overnight. The Israeli military, known for its preparedness and rapid response, was placed in a reactive position, struggling to contain damage while reassessing vulnerabilities. This inversion of roles is one of the most significant outcomes of the event, showing that no force, however advanced, is immune to carefully orchestrated strikes. For the average viewer trying to make sense of these conditions, the takeaway is that military power is not solely about size or numbers. The effectiveness of weapon systems, the precision of targeting, and the ability to exploit weaknesses play a defining role. Jerusalem's condition today is the embodiment of this principle, where the might of fortified bases crumbled against a smaller but highly effective strike. The story is both a technical breakdown of missile performance and a human narrative of how rapidly the face of a city can change under bombardment. Walking through the affected zones now would reveal not just rubble, but also a silence that contrasts with the once constant buzz of military activity. A reminder that in modern warfare, stability is fragile and dominance can be fleeting.